Waffle was a very adorable little mouse. Every morning he woke up cheerfully in his cozy nest with his father. Every day his father would go out to forage for food. Meanwhile, Waffle would wait for him at home, being as good as gold. His father cared deeply about his safety. He always protected his little one from the dangers of the outside world. One morning, the father mouse left the house in quite a hurry. However, he accidentally left his most important possession behind on the table. Waffle noticed what his father had forgotten right away. It was his famous red scarf that he took with him every single day. "Father mustn't catch a cold," the little mouse said to himself. He quickly threw the scarf over his shoulders and stepped out the door. For the very first time, Waffle ventured away from his nest all by himself. The outside world was much bigger and wider than he had ever expected. He searched for his father's tracks among the tall grass. As a gentle breeze blew, his tiny heart began to race. The red scarf was trailing along the ground, but he didn't stop. He quickened his pace with his tiny steps to catch up to his father. Suddenly, a huge, colorful butterfly appeared right in front of him. Waffle stopped in wonder and completely forgot his way for a moment. As it fluttered away, the butterfly seemed to show him the right path. Waffle took a deep breath and started running once more. The giant clouds in the sky looked just like candy floss. The sun made every corner of the forest sparkle and shine. The little mouse tripped over a pebble and tumbled to the ground. The scarf was a bit soiled, but Waffle didn't even think of giving up. Suddenly, he thought he caught the sound of his father's voice in the distance. He pricked up his ears and headed towards the sound. He made his way to the shadow of a grand old oak tree. There, he heard the bustling sounds of other woodland creatures.
Baba, beni duyuyor musun? Ben geldim.
His father was quietly gathering fruit up on a branch. Waffle called out to him with all his might. Looking down, the father mouse was astonished to see his son. He scrambled down at once and pulled his little one into a tight embrace. "Why have you come all this way, Waffle? It's very dangerous out here," he said. Waffle simply smiled and held up the scarf. "You forgot your scarf, Daddy. I thought you would be cold." Touched by these words, tears of joy welled up in his father's eyes. Together, they gathered some more food and set off. Holding hands, they walked slowly back towards their home. All along the way, his father cheerfully taught him about the wonders of nature. Waffle wasn't afraid of the outside world anymore. A gentle rain began to drizzle, but they didn't feel the chill. The red scarf was more than enough to keep them both warm. By the time they reached their doorstep, night had fallen. The stars were now sparkling brightly across the sky.
Oğlum, bugün yaptığın çok dikkatsizceydi.
Mother Mouse greeted them eagerly at the door. They all went inside and warmed up with some hot soup together. That night, Waffle fell into a deep and peaceful sleep. In his dreams, he and his father were soaring through the sky together. The next morning, they woke up cheerfully together once more. Waffle made sure not to forget to double-check his father's things. A loving family was more precious than anything else in the world. Waffle was so happy that he could finally help his father. A father's safety and the power of love triumphed over everything. Little Waffle was now a true hero. Love is a force that overcomes every hardship. The bond within a family is our safest haven. Acts of kindness always warm the heart the most. As long as we support one another, every journey becomes beautiful.